Hi. A lot of students reach out to me wanting to know how they can start their jobs or their career while they are still pursuing ACCA, right? And I think it's important for everyone to understand how do we go about finding that first job, right? But before we do that, like always, thank you so much for all your support, all your love, comments, likes. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing the videos. I am seeing that the number of times the videos being shared has gone up significantly. So thank you so much for doing that. Also, one small request, because I still see that almost 80% of the people who are viewing my videos have not yet subscribed, right? So can I please urge you to hit the like button, the subscribe button and the bell icon. I promise you one thing, that I will only do videos that are going to help in your overall finance, accounting and your overall commerce career, or a journey if you want to call it, right? Now, coming back to, if you are studying and you want to start your career, right, which we a lot of times says that part qualified ACCA jobs, right? It is imperative to understand that once you start working, you will need to juggle between A, work and its crazy requirements sometimes, right? And then B, ACCA, even though if it's just one paper, with experience I can tell you that a lot of people are not able to manage, right? So I'm not gonna lie to you, oh, it's very easy, you can do it, right? It is not easy, because from what I have seen, my students, when they have started working at some of these, let's say, big four firms or any kind of accounting firms, etc., the month end pressure, the quarter end pressures, the client deadlines, it is not easy to manage, right? So it is first thing that you need to understand, that if you are going to do this, you're going to take up a job, all right, and you're also going to study ACCA, it's not going to be easy, right? Now, once you have convinced yourself that you are willing to put in that extra effort, then what you can do is that you can start to work at any of these places. The first one, which is my personal preference, right? As long as you're a graduate, most of the MNCs, the likes of QX, JI, Accenture, IBM, Infi, Wipro, you name it, eClerx, right, JP Morgan and all of these companies, they will be open to hiring you. How do I know it? Because we place the students at these places, we send their resumes to these places, right? Even if you are part qualified, you will be able to at least send your resume in, right? You will be able to apply for these jobs, and depending on what is the requirement, because sometimes you don't have to be a fully qualified ACCA for certain jobs, right? So the organizations are willing to work with people who are part qualified as well. So try and apply for these jobs, okay? But I understand that getting a job, getting a call, especially in the competitive time today, it's not easy, right? So what you can do is that look around in your circle, in your network, look at your uncles, auntie, neighbors, friends, etc. Look in your network, because what you will realize once you have been in the industry long enough, that it is the networks that get you jobs, right? Yes, you can be the best of the people, the best of the resource, the most skilled, but if you don't know the right people, sometimes the resume does not reach to the hiring managers, right? So reach out to people who are around you, see if they can put your resumes in any of these places. And if not, at least, which is my third thing, is that look around and see if there are any smaller practices which are there, right? Not all practices only want to hire chartered accountants, right? They are absolutely fine. In fact, chartered accountants of ours, right, they have on multiple occasions told me that why don't you send your ACCA students as well, right? So you might be thinking, oh, they will only hire chartered accountants. That notion is no longer there. Even smaller practices are hiring ACCAs. I can assure you that's happening. We send the resumes, they get hired. We recently saw a few of our students getting hired at CNK, which is one of the top firms, audit firms in India, right? So it is happening, right? So reach out to these audit firms, right, and start to work, because look, unless and until you don't get experience, this vicious circle of you don't have an experience and you will not get a job. When you don't have a job, you will not get experience. That will continue, right? So at least to break that, get some experience in. You'll also start to understand whether you like auditing, whether you like accounting, whether you like taxation, whether you like consulting, right? There is a plethora of opportunities available, guys. I can assure you that once you get into the job market, you yourself will decipher, right? I will be lying to you if I tell you, oh, all the FPA students have to be placed by us only. No, there are so many students who have gotten their jobs by themselves. We didn't have to place them. We don't have to keep placing them. Once they have found a job, they've been able to find another and another. Recently, I started an alumni network of FPA, and I saw that most of my students who've passed in the last 4-5 years, all of them are doing super well, right? So look, the video today is to only tell you that these are the 3 odd places that you can go. I'll revise once again what I said. You apply directly at these MNCs, and where can you do that? There is LinkedIn, Naukri, network on LinkedIn and such places. Then you look at your local network as well, reach out to your uncle, aunts, etc. And third is that look if there are any local practices in your area where you live, reach out to them, talk to them, and I hope you will be able to start your journey, right? So do not really wait for that one ideal job, one favorite job of yours. Do not wait for that one beautiful salary to come through. Start getting some experience, and I assure you, with time you will be able to get the jobs, the salaries that you aspire to, right? But please make sure that while you are working, do not forget to focus on completing your ACCA, because that is where the most important, or the focus needs to be, is to complete your ACCA as well, right? I hope that really helps. Please make sure that you share it with any of your friends who are hoping to start their career soon. And do reach out to me if you still need any help. I will be more than happy to share any feedback or any comments that I have, right? All the very best, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.